Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Edge channel. According to talkSPORT, British heavyweight Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte didn't want to take compensation for refusing to fight with WBA, WBO IBF title holder Alexander Usyk and WBC champion Tyson Fury respectively. According to media reports, the Fury and Whyte teams could not agree on a fight. And now this fight will go to the promotional auction, which will take place on January 28. It is expected that Usyk's rematch with Joshua, as planned, will take place in the spring. Early, the British media reported that Anthony Joshua is ready to take £15 million in compensation for refusing an immediate rematch with Usyk. There were also rumors that Whyte would be offered about £5 million for not requiring Fury to conduct a mandatory WBC title defense with him. Yesterday, Fury called Joshua and his promoter Eddie Hearn the worst businessman in history, apparently hinting at their refusal of compensation. British heavyweight veteran Derek Chisora believes that Anthony Joshua will take a risk if he takes compensation for refusing an immediate rematch with WBA, WBO and IBF world champion Alexander Usyk. According to Chisora, even if Joshua is promised a fight with the winner of a hypothetical duel between Usyk and WBC title holder Tyson Fury, then in fact it will not give him any guarantees. Let him imagine that the winner refuses to fight, says, "I quit, retired." What will happen then? The fight for the belt will begin. They will disperse everywhere again, and you suddenly have to collect them again. It will take another 20 years to become the #1 boxer. People always say what needs to be done one way or another, but no, that's why everyone loves boxing, because you think that a fighter will fight and then he suddenly withdraws from the fight. This is one of those moments. But if I were Joshua, I would look at this opportunity to take money or not to take it, Derek Chisora said in an interview. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoyed the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Aegis Klimas, manager of the WBA, WBO IBF heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, responded to the WBC title holder Tyson Fury, who had previously made an attack on his ward. Fury recorded a video in which he accused Usyk, Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte of cowardice, and also called Alexander a weakling. In response, Klimas said that with his angry messages, Fury only hinders negotiations. Hey man, before you mention Usyk next time, talk to your team, managers, advisors and promoters who have agreed to all the conditions. It seems that you are the one who is not letting this train move. Shouting at talking is cheap, Tyson, Aegis Klimas wrote on his Twitter page. Famous British promoter Eddie Hearn said that after the WBC world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury refused to fight with Alexander Usyk, he would insist on Tyson's fight with his ward Dillian Whyte. Last night Fury said, "No, I don't want to fight Usyk, but I want to have an interim fight against someone else, or maybe against Dillian Whyte." So all the work was gone, which was carried out on the negotiations of the fight between Usyk and Fury. I'm not saying that I did everything, but I was present at the negotiations. Everything kind of collapsed at the last moment because Tyson changed his mind. So tomorrow in Mexico City we will insist that promotional auctions take place to organize a fight between Whyte and Fury. But we must not forget that in this situation everything can change within 5 minutes. Right now I may get a call and everything will go according to a different scenario. In any case, Dillian should fight for the WBC championship title in the next fight, and will do it maximum in the summer. Yesterday, we were following a plan that was supposed to lead to a fight between Fury and Usyk. But now it looks like Tyson refused to fight Usyk and wants to fight someone else, or Dillian White. Tomorrow at the auction we will do everything so that Dillian becomes Fury's opponent, Hearn said. The head of the Matchroom boxing promotion company, Eddie Hearn, revealed details regarding the negotiations on the organization of the fight for the title of absolute world heavyweight champion between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. According to Hearn, Tyson changed his mind at the last moment to meet with Alexander, saying that he had to hold an interim fight. Sometimes you realize that there is a path you have to follow if everything is done right. I have a very difficult conversation with Joshua, but then Fury, the king of contradictions, appeared on the scene. At one point, he called Anthony a coward because he wants to step aside, and at another, he called him an idiot because Joshua doesn't want to take compensation. We wanted to organize a fight for the title of absolute champion, but for this we need all 4 fighters on board. The reality is that Tyson Fury does not want to fight with Alexander Usyk for the title of undisputed world champion. He wants to hold an interim fight, and this was the reason for the breakdown of negotiations. He has just defeated Deontay Wilder and is being offered a fight for the title of absolute champion, but Tyson says he needs an interim fight, Hearn said. Former world heavyweight champion Vitaly Klitschko advises Anthony Joshua not to take compensation for refusing an immediate rematch with WBA, WBO and IBF title holder Alexander Usyk. This is his decision. My personal opinion, if Joshua steps aside, at a time when the boxing public is waiting for a rematch and wants to see his fight with Usyk, it will show his weakness. Joshua, please don't do this. As fighters, we fight not only for ourselves, but also for the sake of the audience. The public decides. If they want a fight, then it must take place. If Joshua steps aside, then I'm not sure that he will arouse as much interest in the future. Everyone is waiting for Usyk's rematch with Joshua. Is Usyk so strong, or did Joshua make a mistake? Who is stronger? This question interests every boxing fan. Let's find out the answer. That's why this fight has to take place, Vitaly Klitschko told the Sky Sports website. Former world heavyweight champion Tony Bellew believes that his former rival and current holder of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the heavyweight division Alexander Usyk can only lose to an opponent who will greatly exceed him in size. I communicate with Alexander and have nothing but admiration and respect for him. I would like him to leave after meeting Joshua. Have a rematch? Keep your word. I know that the only thing that will win Usyk is the size. There is no better boxer than him. There are many stronger fighters than him, many faster, but with only one advantage in speed and strength, it will be very difficult to beat him, Bellew said. Tony Bellew very much doubts that the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the heavyweight division Alexander Usyk will be able to defeat WBC champion Tyson Fury. Size is important, especially when you are as good as Fury, and it's not just that. He also knows how to take advantage of the size, weight and strength. Fury understands that. He knows the game. He is one of the most relaxed boxers of the last decade. Fury enters the ring and fights for fun. That's why he gets up from the canvas, that's why he never gets tired. This is because he's always relaxed. Fury feels at home in the ring. This is an amazing asset and tool in the arsenal. Fury deserves all the credit in the world for the way he came back. His last fight against Deontay Wilder was like a fairy tale. It really is. A fight with Usyk would be a terrible sight. Fury is too tall. Trying to push this guy away when he is ganging onto you is quite a challenge. As for me, this is an almost impossible mission for Alexander Usyk, Tony Bellew said in an interview. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.